I'm interested on the Canva because Canva gonna have a very useful tool for marketing.
Yeah. Although I'm going to focus more on Lovable.ai instead of Canva. Canva can be
Awesome.
good, but Canva keeps trying to prompt to
Yeah, and
pay for
mhm,
access to different things.
absolutely, because for the other two tools, I'm new to them, and so that's why I will want to learn too.
Yeah, great.
Mhm.
Doug,
Hi, Christina. Hi, Connie and May.
hi.
Good
Um,
morning.
So,
Good morning. Before we start, can I ask a quick question?
sure.
Yes.
Um, the Lovable AI is new to me, and it seems like it provides a similar function and similar feature that Cloud can provide. Would you briefly tell me what's the difference?
With difference with cloud,
Yeah,
Cloudy, I think.
I'm not very familiar with cloud. I'm sorry.
Doug, would you please speak out? I can barely hear you.
Yeah, let me change my settings here. Okay, yeah, I'm not very familiar with cloud. I'm sorry, I haven't used cloud before.
Oh, okay.
Sorry.
It's all right. Anyway, all are new to me anyway.
There are so many tools. I have 3 dozen AI tools on my phone. I have a little AI tools window, and I have 36 different AI tools. I don't use all of them, regularly, but all for different tasks, different purposes.
That's
Christina,
right.
are you referring to the Claude? Claude? Hello? Hi,
Claude?
yeah, Claude. Christina, are you referring to the Claude? He's mute.
I think that
She's mute.
was that
Yeah.
Connie?
Is it Connie? No. Is it Connie? Yes, sorry. Connie,
I thought she was
Yeah,
saying I thought she was saying cloud.
Cloud or Claude? Is it Claude?
Cloud, Cloud,
Oh,
C
Claude.
L A
I'm
U
sure it's
D
a
E.
Claude. Yes. I
Oh.
noticed several Chinese have a similar pronunciation. It
Yes.
sounds like cloud. It's
Yes, I fully understand. I apologize. Yes, I'll show both today. Lovable.ai and Claude.ai. I'll show websites on both. Claude can do a fantastic job creating all the code, all the HTML, a functional operational website you can create in Claude as well. I'll show examples today.
Amazing. Okay, I think we can start.
Okay. So, all right, I'm just gonna change the background real quick here to show the agenda for today. And I put it in the chat, but what you should be able to see on the screen, these are the 3 tools that we're going to focus on today. And they're all, the overall theme for the month of August has been, smarter prospecting and really more effective efforts with our sales approach using AI tools. And today's focus is really on personal brand, content, and thought leadership. So the 3 tools we focus on today, they're gonna touch on and give us tools to help with content, with posting, with creating calendars and automation. So the first one you'll see on the screen is Taplio. We'll spend about 15 minutes on Taplio. And Taplio is a LinkedIn content schedule and analytics tool with an automatic AI post generator built in. So you can build a content calendar for the month of September, daily posts at 8 a.m. Monday to Friday. And we'll go through Taplio. We'll demo the post generator and the schedule calendar live. So we'll do those using the trial version. And the second one today that we're going to go through, and I apologize for the mistake with my email. I'm just going to mute you, Teresa. The second one we're going to do today is Lovable.ai. Lovable.ai is great for creative design work, and it can turn your text, a number of text comments. It'll create all of the code for a functional and operational website. So I'll show you how to use Lovable.ai, and also, I think it was Connie's question earlier. Also, we're going to use Claude to do the same exact thing. So you'll see some of the difference and the pros and cons of Lovable.ai compared to Claude. That'll be 15 minutes. And then the third task for today will be Notion.ai. And Notion.ai, it's essentially your content calendar and your automation tool. So Notion.ai has a couple of different Notion tools. There's Notion Mail and there's Notion Calendar. You don't need to use all of them. You can sync them directly to your whatever calendar or email you like to use. But it's kind of like your writing and scheduling assistant. You can create that content calendar and that automation plan. So those are the three things that we're going to work on today. And the first one I'll get into will be. Let's see where we're going to go. This is going to be Taplio. Let's see. Oh, not here. Sorry. Okay, can everyone see my screen? Yes? I hope so. So this is the free demo version of Taplio. And let me just minimize this. This is the free demo version of Taplio. And as I mentioned, Taplio is a LinkedIn content scheduler and analytics tool. It also has an AI post generator built in. So you can get all of this created once it understands, who you are and what your objective is. So I didn't finish all the profile setup steps, so you can see why they're important. So I'll go through that now. Finish the rest of the setup, the profile setup steps. So based on your best performing post, we've mapped your tone, style, and language. Okay, I already answered a couple of the first questions about you. Tone of voice. What language? English. Sentence length. Short, standard, long. I'm going to go for short. Post length. I want short. Short and engaging. Emoji frequency. Sometimes use emojis. Style guidance. The user's tone is professionally and approachable, blending formal and conversational elements suited for a business audience. Posts often use structured formats such as numbered lists and bullet points to clearly present information. So this is my suggested style guidance from what it knows of questions I've answered so far. So I'll go to save and next. And now I'll edit these questions. AI in insurance. Okay, that's good. External communication, insurance industry insights. Good. Content pillars. I'll add a content pillar. AI, I don't know, enablement. And then it's going to ask you a few questions about audience. Your main goals, personal branding, lead generation, and I guess you pick two. Okay, so those are your primary content pillars. Audience. The audiences you want to reach and their main challenges. So remember, this is a LinkedIn tool. This is going to make your content, your network, your relationships in LinkedIn effective. Help these relationships work for you. Okay, so it's already got the audience: insurance executive leaders, cyber insurance underwriters. Add an audience. AI. Education. We'll just skip that one. Okay, so those four, our profile is complete. So the first thing we're going to try on the left side, write and schedule. We're going to not just write a post, we're going to write and schedule one. So we'll go to post schedule.
Sorry, Doug, I think
Yes.
your page still on the Welcome to Notion. I won't be able to see the action you are doing right now. Probably
Okay.
need to,
Let me.
yeah.
All right. Let's see. Sorry. Can you see this?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. This is Taplio. So I'll go to my dashboard. So I answered, if you didn't see those, I just answered a few questions. There were 4 steps that it asked me to go through. Answer 4 questions so it would build out my profile. Do I want to have long sentences or short? I want a professional but conversational and easy to engage tone. So some audience questions. So it built out that my profile. So we can, on the left side here, you'll see we can schedule posts, create some drafts, a carousel generator. This is an automation tool. So if you're creating something that you want to be automated, that runs every Monday on LinkedIn, a post about the latest trends in cyber risks. So you build your image and reputation as an expert in cyber insurance, for example. So this starts. Actually, if you have a website, we can plug one in after, but we'll just go to write a post to get started. All right, so write your LinkedIn post here. Okay, so I'll ask you to improve my post. No, I don't want to pay for that. Add emojis. No, I have to pay for that. Fix my grammar. Now we have to go to the paid level. Let's see. I can add a poll. You can schedule the post. All right, we have to upgrade for that as well. So to use the AI assist tools, you have to pay to upgrade your account. You don't get those with the free account. But we should be able to demo the post generator and the scheduling calendar live. So why don't we try that? So let's see. Where's the calendar? So post schedule. Manage your post schedule every day, 8 p.m. Okay, post builder. All right, so you can plug in any topic here. If I was, again, building on cyber insurance market and daily global changes in the cyber risk in industry. I want it to be storytelling. You can edit format and tone. Format, you want it to be concise, emoji free. You want it to be friendly, but also formal, inspirational, but also promotional. So you can build these here and start to schedule them. You can create them from a web link if you already have one. If you've got a web link for a website or for an image or for a microsite that you wanna share. So we can. This is demoing creating a post. The scheduling calendar is these will be automated. You'll have it. The AI will go out and do the research on the cyber risk, and it will create and you can also have it automatically live. So it'll create and post this LinkedIn post for you every Monday, for example, at 8 a.m. You don't even have to see it if you don't want to. I like to add in where it does all the work, but then it doesn't automatically post on LinkedIn. It still triggers me, and I can take a look at it and change it or adjust it before I post it. But you can get it to the place where you're comfortable with it doing that on an automated basis. So Taplio, unfortunately we can't do that much without paying to go to the next tier without using the free trial version. But Taplio is a fantastic tool. If you have, I have 21,000 connections on LinkedIn. I don't even use LinkedIn nearly that much. It's probably not a great idea because there's probably a lot of great potential there, right? So something like Taplio is something that I'm, learning to use because I've got a lot of great contacts and networks and professionals that I could be, building and interacting with more. So that's why I'm starting to use Taplio. So again, this is mainly a tool for LinkedIn. All right, so the second one we're going to do today is going to be Lovable.ai. And the reason doing Lovable, and I'll also show Claude, is two examples of creative design work, or really in the website. So going from text to full website without having to do any coding imaginable, nothing needed on your own. So let's see, we'll go share. Share. Okay, so on this page you'll see this is a can everyone see this? The ocean is drowning in our waste.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, great, thanks. So this is Lovable.ai. If you create the free demo version, Lovable.ai you can go from text to fully functional and coded HTML website. And again, to Connie's question earlier, we'll also do the same thing with Claude. So what we're looking at right now, this was back a couple months ago in April when I was doing a session with a bunch of teenagers. And April 20th in the U.S. is National Earth Day, or Global Earth Day, whatever it's called. So the kids came up with websites and ideas around, cleaning up the earth, that kind of thing. So this is the first project. This was a project idea that came from a student that wanted to start cleaning up the plastics and the stuff in our oceans around the world. So the prompt that she came up with, this was a 16-year-old girl, if you look on the left here, with a project titled Blue Water Alliance, create a website for a nonprofit focused on water pollution and the plastics buildup in the oceans, and the impact on marine life and the related environmental damage. With a professional clean layout, with bold dynamic colors, on a background with imagery that helps tell my story. So it then spent a couple of minutes and went through and explained the plan and the design system and the approach. It gave you a couple of visual previews. You were able to go in and look at the details and add some questions. And then right here, you can go details, you can preview or publish. So right here on the right side, if you hit preview, that's what we're looking at on the right-hand side. So let's say if I go up here on the right-hand side, I'll go publish. And then let's open the full page. All right, so that from the text that the student put in up here, that I just read, this is the fully coded HTML website that was created. Click here to donate, get involved, impact our work crisis, our mission, Blue Water Alliance. The ocean is drowning in our waste. Join the alliance. It collects your email address. Watch our story. All of the look and feel, all of the real world, real life statistics, all of the back coding and extra pages when you click on the links. When you click on the links, you click on donate, you can't enter a credit card info right now, for example. You have to add that function. But you can click donate, it'll take you there, and then you can add that as you like. Same with the volunteer button. So this was something pretty amazing that one of the kids did. So let's go back and say go back to the dashboard, and we'll look at another one. This was from another student, and this one, if you can see on the left-hand side. My domain audience is water and glaciers. The problem I identified is global warming is adding to glaciers and causing global ocean problems. What currently exists to solve is nothing, and what's missing to or weak about those solutions is none. So the 3 P's of a smart prompt is constraints. Okay, so went through a specific using again text, and this is the website that this one created. So let's take a look at it. And again, this was just from text. And the more specific you are, the better. Type out a full paragraph. Use 3 or 4 sentences. And it will create a phenomenal, real HTML coded website that you could then take and take live. All right, so now let's look at the site. The glaciers are melting and the ocean is rising to meet us. It's got all kinds of stats, good imagery. The coloring is kind of dark. You can go and actually change and update the coloring and some of the background imagery. But to go from text to this as a website is pretty amazing. So I'm going to stop sharing, and now I'm going to use Claude. Same thing for website creation. Is that here? Yes. Okay. So this is Claude. This was several months ago. So Claude remembers all of my previous conversations, everything that worked on in the past. So even my notes, for example, for today's session, when Claude creates the outline of my notes for today, it's the same color scheme, the same brand, the soft gold and the dark blue, the navy blue. So it always remembers all of that. So I used text here. I would like to create a website for LongIslandAIacademy.com to include an About Us section, programming section, testimonials, use the brand. So what I'm going to show you is I went through going through back and forth with Claude, and then can you add a call out to the beginning of the website that says, for our April cohort, please click here to collect your email address. So I went back and forth with Claude, 6, 7, 8, 10 different prompts until it created what we see on the right-hand side. So let me show you the fully functional website. This is the Claude version, but this one is live. This is on Claude.ai, you see up here, but this one is live. If you go to LongIslandAIacademy.com, you'll see this. So it's got all the buttons up here. Future belongs to those who understand AI. All of the stats, the color scheme, the look and feel, the messaging, and a lot of it you'll see now it's getting into corporate and AI training, but most of it had started for teenagers and teaching them responsible and ethical use of AI. So that's why a lot of this is about structured AI education for teens. But whole testimonial section, all of this information, everything you see on this entire website was all created and coded by Claude. In the professional version that I use, which is $20 a month, $19.99 a month plus tax. I'm a big fan of using Claude over ChatGPT. Will not do this for you, all the creative coding and HTML work the way that Claude will. And ChatGPT, if you don't pay for it, it freezes you up and locks you out for 12 hours or 24 hours. So to Connie's question and to everyone's overall perspective on what the options or the alternatives are here. Here you can just use direct. Here we can just use Claude and using text, but 3, 4, 5 sentence long prompts will ultimately get you a fully created website. And what you could up here, you can copy to a project. I have some projects created. You can download as HTML. And I then I created the website in Claude. I downloaded as HTML. And then I took all that HTML and put it in a Word document. And I emailed it to my friend who has a web hosting company. And he took that HTML that I emailed him that Claude created. And now he made my website live. So that's where I went from text to design and ideas to fully coded and ready to go live functional website to now being live. All of that using Claude. So with the example I used today, Lovable.ai, the soft green one in the middle, or Claude can both be fantastic for really creative design work and website work. those design and all of the back end code to make those nonprofit or business websites live. You could charge $1,000 a month, $1,000 for a design for a client, for example, on the side, and you got everything done in 5 or 10 minutes, kind of thing. So, if any questions on Lovable.ai or Claude.ai about design or website creation, feel free to let me know now or later. Or otherwise, now we'll move on to the third category, which is going to be Notion.ai. And really what Notion is, and especially with their free tier will allow us to build and store our automation content calendar. And that's where Notion.ai is really useful. So I'll demo it with us here today. So, okay, here. So, welcome to Notion. So I have Notion functional and use it on my phone. But this is the first time that I had downloaded and logged in and accessed the web version. So it's going to ask you a few questions. Download a desktop app. Start building, yes. Find, organize. All right, so it's answering some of those questions. So we're going to add new. We're actually going to go with a document hub because we want to create a content calendar. So it'll be category, my docs, continue. Okay, so company mission and strategy, proposal for New Year campaign. So this is a few different, a strategy document, a proposal, a customer research document. Anything that you create, you can, that you have in your content calendar that you're going to blast out, whether they're going to be LinkedIn or email or any other social media channel, or even posting to a website. You can manage all of that stuff in here. You can add it into your, here, if you go to our calendar, oh, it's going to make me get Notion calendar to use it the right way on here. But I'm going to check up here on the right because I did. All right, so we'll add the calendar, continue with Google permissions. Yes. Okay, so now I'm syncing Notion calendar with my Google calendar. Maybe later. Okay, so now it's syncing directly with my calendar. Which unfortunately, I have two other calendars that I have to sync, but I'll do that. I'll do that after. Okay, so now I've got that ready and functional. This will go home. Test sources. Add task source. No, we're not adding tasks. Add agents. No, we're not going to pay. You have to add your credit card info for that level. Well, we're supposed to be able to create a basic content calendar today, at least a template for it, without having to pay for it. It's seeming that's being a little bit more difficult than I had anticipated. But ultimately, to get the most use out of Notion, at least from what I've read, and I haven't used all the tools, you need the suite of Notion apps. So they're going to want you to download the Notion for work, the Notion Mail, Notion Calendar, which now I'm finding will be a little bit annoying and a little bit of a headache. I would rather have them I would rather have them give us real options to demo the software, to demo the tools, without having to always add a credit card, which gets annoying. So again, the three tools that we were focusing on today. The first was Taplio, and that's a content and posting generation tool for LinkedIn, and to build your brand and your reputation, credibility on LinkedIn. The second was Lovable.ai or Claude, to do design, creative work, or to go from text to all of the HTML code for a fully functional operational website. Lovable is fantastic for that. And Lovable will let you do that without even paying for anything. So that's one of the great features of Lovable. And then the third one was Notion. Sorry, we weren't able to create anything of a fully functional demo content calendar there without it asking us for credit card info. But Notion is a pretty good content creative tool and automation tool that a lot of folks are using out there. So it's just about 12:40. I know we started a little bit late. I'm just trying to keep these a little more consolidated and targeted and focused. So try to be in the area of 10 to 15 minutes for each one of these three tools. And if you don't get anything else from today, I hope that you realize that it's not about what's the best AI. It's about what's the best AI tool for this specific task. What's the best AI tool that's going to deliver me the result I need for this task, for this objective, right? So if it's to be more efficient and targeted with LinkedIn, Taplio is one, and there's a couple of others you could use. If it's creative work or the coding for websites, Lovable or Claude, that's great. If you want to do more content creation, even automation, have a content created, Notion, and there's other tools out there too. Probably some other free tools that are just like Notion, that can create some of those content calendars and that automation plan for you as well. So I'm going to leave it there, and then maybe go to you, Teresa, if you have any comments or questions, or if anybody else has any questions. I appreciate your time. I know it's been a long month. This is the fourth class, so I really appreciate you guys sticking around. I hope you got some value and learned stuff about a lot of these tools that can really make you a lot more efficient and productive with your time.
Thank you so much, Doug, and I appreciate that, and appreciate your time. For the folks attended to our classes, feel free to send us the comment